What it do, surprise Shawty crew, and hey my Daisy loves. This is gonna be really quick. I think it's funny, and I'm thankful for the growth, but also the grace, because I remember what the content and delivery used to be like and how the dreams used to be versus what they're like now. And so this one is called Girl Bye, but it's definitely way more gracious than it probably ever would have been in a previous season. I dreamt this, when did I go live? Sunday. So I dreamt this that same night with all that other stuff. But long story short, someone who I will argue in a previous season, I knew like Jezebel was moving through them. They called me and left me a voice message. So even we're going to hit boundaries a little bit and priorities. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because that means I'm in a place to where I'm not even like right there to like answer when they're calling. And this is the same person who, you know, wanted what I had. God showed me that the covetousness, but also the unstableness, the insecurities I just heard, but also the dreams I had where they wouldn't be driving their own car, but they would be driving mine. And so that's an indication of manipulation and all these things. Like they would have access to my life, my possessions, all of that. And so I'm trying to give y'all some history so you can understand like how we've progressed in the dream. So anyways, that particular person called, and God shows it to me as that's because so I just know what he's getting at, right? That particular person I called, they left a voicemail, and in the dream I was with my mom and my sister, and I feel like I was checking the voicemails in the car like we were all together, but my mom was driving me. So I will oftentimes have dreams where my mom is driving, but that is okay because that is representative of the Holy Spirit, meaning that the Holy Spirit is leading and guiding me. And my sister was in the back seat, so that setup is appropriate, okay? But when you have somebody else that's driving you, that is a manipulation, all right? Unless it's your mama or your daddy and it's representative of the Holy Spirit and God. Anywho, I was playing it, and as soon as I clicked play, the voice message was like, oh my gosh, girl, I miss you. This is also the same individual that God was telling me was buttering me up, right? Because that's the love bombing, right? And that was like over a year ago, right? Like the same person I've always seen in those dreams. And before she could really finish the sentence, I didn't just stop the audio message, but I like deleted it and proceeded forward with like checking the other ones. So I'm sharing because I know where I used to be and I know where I am now. I didn't harp on it. I didn't, because really the only reason I'm sharing today is because of growth, right? I didn't talk bad about her. I didn't, oh my God, that's the devil. And if you saw my Instagram today, I had posted a song and I was like at the spirit of Jezebel because I'm just not interested in dealing with her. And that's what it was like in the dream. It was no negative feelings. It was no, not even like pride and like I'm better than you. It wasn't that. It was like just the awareness and the like, no. And I kept moving on. And so it speaks to boundaries, because if they're saying they miss you, that means you are finally structured in a way to where they cannot have access to you like that, so that they can manipulate and control and do all of that. And so, but they were coming back the same way they came, with the buttering up and all of that. And I'm finally in a place where I was mature enough to where like, I don't even care what you're talking about, honestly. And I kept moving forward. Okay. So here is to boundaries. Here's to priorities, right? And here's to the growth, because in all of the things I was using to describe that person, and we know that to be the spirit of Jezebel and all of that, that just means that they're not, healed to where that's not going to move through them like that when it comes to you, okay? So still pray for them, because even after I had a dream, I was like, yeah, go me for, not even entertaining it, but still praying for that person, because it really don't have to be all that. And lastly, it don't have to be a particular person, because I've been in different situations, conversations lately, and it's like, I don't even want that coming over here, what you got going on. So it can be different mindsets. It can be different behavior. behaviors or whatever, but we really on some girl bye. Like, we don't have time for Jezebel, no matter how she's trying to manifest in our life. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Here's to the growth and the grace and the humility in dealing with that, okay? Because that was such a strong and prevalent pain point for me in my life. And I told y'all, I knew God was bringing me to a place to where, like, I wouldn't leave people right there. Like, I might be meeting you and the girl I can relate, because I've experienced that my whole life too, but I'm not going to leave you there because we're not going to stay there, okay? So I pray this is confirmation. I pray this blesses you, and I pray that this encourages you and inspires you to handle it in that graceful manner. Structure for boundaries, prioritize, and it's okay to, like, shut it down. I hit it with the Peppa Pig. Like, y'all know when Peppa Pig hang up the phone real fast on that one episode because the friend can whistle? It was like that. Like, oh my gosh, girl, I miss you so. So I, like, delete. Not running it back to play later because I know you don't really miss me. I know what this is. Okay, so I love y'all. Here is to the growth for real.